tipsy here, guys. Let's talk about former finance minister, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta. Yes, he has been as a finance minister for about 7 years. Oh yeah, when the whole country went crazy, asking for this man to resign, but our president, the former president, Nana Akufo-Addo, said, no, I will not listen to you. He's my favorite. Yeah, he's your favorite, but not our favorite. That's the difference between we and you. Yes. So we were there 3 days ago when we heard on Tuesday, right, that his house has been raided by a military people, and we heard what's the name? Good Evening Ghana guy came out that it was Mr. Kisi Ejabin, our special prosecutor. He is behind it. It's not Dan Pareba. He explained a lot that according to the sources, when they called Dan Parry said he is thinking about himself. He doesn't have control over the military. He only have control over the police. So he's blaming Kisi Ejabin. So I think the next day, special prosecutor hold a conference, and he stated that he is not responsible for raiding Ken Ofori-Atta's house in Cantonment. He's not responsible. These people, when they come, they identify themselves by showing you their badge, and he even showed it on the video. According to that's what he said. Yeah. So after the explanation, he now have to surprise all of us, and he declared Ken Ofori-Atta, the former finance minister, as a fugitive. So everybody was surprised. This is the first time we hearing something in the history of Ghana that they declare a whole minister among former minister as a most wanted or wanted. And he went further to explain why the reason why he have to declare him as wanted. Yes, he explained and he said a lot of things. So I would like to listen to the video. Take a listen to it. But before we go to the video, please kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel. Kindly like, comment, and share. And please, you can comment and share your thoughts. And at the same time, you can press the notification bell. So every video I post, you'll be the first person to see. You understand me? Yeah. So let's watch the video.
The purported raid, and in light of the reckoning that some media houses have stated emphatically that the OSP was behind the purported raid, and in light of the reckoning that the purported raid is being made to appear as if it was some untoward action by the OSP stemming from some contrived vendetta held by the OSP against Mr. Ofori-Atta. So, here we go. And this is our response to Mr. Ofori-Atta directly, but through you, the media. Mr. Ofori-Atta, the OSP did not raid your house on Tuesday, 11 February 2025, or on any other day. Mr. Ofori-Atta, the OSP did not cause any persons, however uniformed or bedecked, to raid your house on Tuesday, 11 February 2025, or on any other day. Mr. Ofori-Atta, that could not have been the OSP, and that is not our style. If the OSP enters your premises, you will not be in doubt as to whether it was the OSP that had come there, and your lawyers will not have cause to do an inquiry ascertaining whether it was the OSP. We have our unique methods of conducting searches, and we have uniquely designed insignia identifying ourselves, and not just by a statement that we are from the OSP. This is one such main insignia. A person cannot just show up and say they are from the OSP. It's cheap, anyone can say that. But when the OSP enters your premises, you will definitely know by our insignia, our methods, and the way we identify ourselves that this is the OSP. Our intelligence points us to state that the purported raid on Mr. Ofori-Atta's residence was staged, or at best, an imposter action in an attempt to court disfavor for the OSP and to derail the investigation. You know us very well. The OSP is never deterred by such occurrences, and the investigations will continue as by law prescribed.
So, you see how he explained the thing. He said they have no idea, like they are not, his people didn't go to raid Ken Ofori-Atta's house. Yeah, it's not there. They have the unique identity, how they identify themselves. When they come to your house, you know this is coming from the OSP office. Alright, so, and he went ahead again. And like I said, the reason why they are calling Mr. Ofori-Atta to come, because according to him, he said they told him, they sent him a letter that they need him in person to come to the office to answer questions on some corruptions that has happened. So he's supposed to come in person, and later on Ken Ofori-Atta give the person the letter to, I mean, his lawyers, and then the lawyers have to write to OSP that he's not well, he have to go to America for medical treatment, and so on. So, but according to him, when the OSP needs you, they said in person, you have to come. You can't just give the letter to your lawyers and the lawyers have to be communicating. That means you don't have intention of coming. Yes, because according to him, they have done a lot of investigation, and to their investigation, they notice say your man no the one come, because the kind of question they come ask him, I should say maybe your man no get answers. So he refused to come. So he did in America, but he is giving him a strong warning that if you know they come, you know go fit come out, then they will put the jurisdiction, and that means they can write a letter to America where you are for America, because you are a citizen here, a Ghanaian citizen, and at the same time you be finance minister for very long time, like 7 years, like I said. So you have something to answer for. So the America can handle you over here for you to face the justice. According to him. So he further explained it. So you take a listen to what Mr. Kizzy Ejabin at the OSP said.
Your intention to leave the jurisdiction indefinitely does not stop us from requiring your presence. You are a citizen of Ghana. You were a public officer. You were a finance minister for a very long time. And if you have decided to go away indefinitely, that is your personal decision. But when a law enforcement agency wants you physically in, you have to show up. You do not have a choice about it. You get me? So your travel arrangements, your travel plans, your travel habits have nothing to do with the law enforcement agency. But at the point where the law enforcement agency informs you that we need you physically, we need to see you for you to answer certain questions, you don't direct us to your lawyers and say, oh, whatever information that you want, your lawyers can provide for you. We are not investigating your lawyers. Your lawyers can't, and your lawyers were not the finance ministers. You were the finance minister, and it is your role as finance minister and the things that came about in respect of this investigation in your duty as finance minister. That is why we want to see you. Throwing us to your lawyers doesn't answer it. So if you have formed an intention to leave the jurisdiction before we contacted you, well, breaking news, a law enforcement agency wants you. Do you have a choice about it? You don't. Why is it that if the FBI declares someone wanted, we all go agog and it suits our purposes, for instance, in the US? Or is it because we watch so many movies and we've come to accept it? But when the OSP declares someone wanted, then it becomes something that perhaps we should push against. As I said, we sitting here have done all our checks, and everything shows to us that the man just doesn't want to show up. And that was communicated in the first letter. It was clear in there that he's gone indefinitely. It was when we pushed that you cannot just tell us that. Before things started cascading, then we started seeing the real intention. But your first intention of telling us that you are away indefinitely was what you intended to stick to.
But my problem here is I have a question. Like, I never know Mr. Kisi Ejabi can do such a wonderful work. Me, I know the fee. I never think of it because, hey, what happened suddenly? He just changed his mind and then he start going against people like that. And Ken Ofurata is not the only person. Even Mustafa Hamid, you know the man who used to cry sometimes and those things. Inshallah, it will then the president is so depraved and those that one, yes, and some other people. I think 9 people also called to come and answer some questions. Hey, so Mr. Kisi Ejabi, well, I understand because one time ago he said during the former president era, he came out and he said like something like Akwa Numa, like right now he's alone, he can't do his work. Something he's trying to tell us like the state is not giving him, the government is not giving him the chance to do his work. And remember, Martin Amidu, the same thing happened to him. He has to come out and call the former president Nana Akufo-Addo that he is the mother serpent of all corruption and other stuff. So I don't know what is happening. So maybe me, I say maybe Mahama he give this man some power to do his job now. So now he is now acting as a OSP, and I think this is the first time Ghana we see these things going on. And big up to him and Mahama too. We all want to see justice. You understand? Yes, that's all.